Hello and welcome back to Everybody Loves Raiken, our 5th edition live play podcast. It meets every Tuesday night, except for last Tuesday night, and maybe next Tuesday night, and like 2 Tuesdays ago. Okay, so there's a lot of Tuesdays that we miss. Let's see. Last time, you guys, woke up after spending the night with, the Mendises, and started your journey into the FeyWild, which of course started inauspiciously, with them having to inform the entire party who were scattered around their mobile home that everyone needed to hold their breath as they passed through gateways and entrances to cities and towns and cities and the like, or else the magic holding the house together could fail. The party had a lot of questions about this, and the Mendises, who are not versed in magic like their son, did not have answers. After that, the party spent what felt like just a couple of hours, one or two, traveling through the wilderness of the FeyWild as they saw many sights and sounds, strange animals, glowing magical lights, the trees and underbrush of this alien land that seemed like it wanted to resemble, or maybe the material plane was in ways based off of it, and vice versa, but was so unlike where they came from. Before the caravan was forced to stop, and when questioned, Papa Mendes said, well, we're supposed to be crossing a bridge over a stream up ahead, but instead of, a stream or a bridge or trees, there's just this strange purple wall out front. And I don't like it, and I'm not going in there. And so if you want to get to your wedding, you guys are going to have to make this purple wall go away. And so the party took their time trying to figure out what was going on from the outside. But several of the members of the party expressed a growing discomfort as memories of their time in the Vault of Garland floated back to them. Finally, Vendar decided, we're wasting too much time on this, we gotta go, and went to test by dipping a finger into the barrier, and found he could not remove it, and as he attempted to do so, he was summarily dragged within. Tatsuya, thinking quickly, leaped in after him, and slowly the rest of the party realized, well, I guess there's no going back now, and trickled in after him. And so we ended last session on a fade to black as the party dove into the barrier. That sound about right to everybody?
And now we're all dead.
And now you're all dead. How unfortunate. I hope you brought your second characters.
Yeah, you did all have your sheets ready, right? Like,
I mean, for the most part.
For the most part. Alright, so as you pass through the barrier, you each find that your vision goes black. The sound of the forest, which had already become quiet as you came close to the wall, dims out entirely. Tatsuya, you dive into the wall directly after Vendar, and find that you don't feel him ahead of you. And you find yourself drifting momentarily in darkness, before coming to rest, where you find that you have come to rest upon solid ground. It feels like stone beneath you, and momentarily everything remains dark, but you quickly become aware of two of your senses flaring. One, hearing, as a voice from somewhere above you says, a masculine voice, seems to be shouting near incoherently about trespassers, and the other is your sense of touch, which comes alight with pain. And I would like all of you to receive 8 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
this damage from a spell?
No, it is not.
That's what I figured, because it was non-magic.
Yes.
I'm trying to make myself in the mind of making sure to ask about that because of my resistance.
Yes.
You said 8?
8 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
That would go from my shield instead.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need one more token here. Just a moment. See how I got Tatsuya his own token? Look at that. Look at that boy.
Yeah.
I'm just going to snatch a token out of my vault here. I'm not going to care terribly much about how it looks. Alright, so as you hear this person babbling, why are you people always stumbling onto my property? Get out of here! And you feel these blows landing on your body. You finally find you can open your eyes, and beneath you is stone covered in green moss. And before you, or above you, or nearby you, stands this humanoid man with pallid skin, a burst of red hair on top of his head. He is wearing a robe that is black and red and drapes down his back over what looks to be leather armor in dark browns and blacks. And he is, you can see that his eyes are like this shade of teal blue-green that kind of glows just a little bit. As he is very clearly kicking you and your compatriots awake with his boot, which is where the damage came from.
We were unconscious or asleep.
Indeed. You find that seems to have been the case.
Remendus will say, "I'm terribly out. Sorry, but ow." We were trying to go down. Ow! Will you please let me talk? Go down the road,
No.
and there was a big purple. Ow! Now that's just uncalled for. A wall in the way, preventing our passage. I don't think this was on the map. I should have looked at the map.
He seems to, stop, leg reared back midway into his next kick as he registers everything you're saying and looks over you very quickly. And, directing his eyes very specifically away from you and Leah, Lair, he says, "None of you's Fey."
Correct?
Why the hell would you come here?
Looking for a friend.
Well, I'm not him!
Not that.
Honestly, you come all the way to the FeyWild trying to escape problems like you, and what happens? You follow me.
If you could just explain about the purple wall so that we could leave. We don't want to trespass. We would like to just leave.
I will explain everything about that purple wall after I finish kicking your ass! You can roll initiative now.
That would be useful.
You all
My
roll
dice.
initiatives. While you all roll initiatives, I'm gonna go get that food that just called me. Alright, so he takes a step back, seeming to, pre-initiative. He takes a step back after making his proclamation, seeming to be getting ready to attack. Note that you are each starting prone, and simply shouts, without any preamble, "I'm Brendan, and I'm gonna teach you why you don't just wander into people's homes."
Maybe don't put your home in the middle of the road.
You actually see him, looking around after you say that, and looking almost thoughtful about it. Alright, first in initiative is Vendar. You are prone. What do you do?
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay. You stand up. Then what?
I don't know, should we... Seems like probably someone I shouldn't just kill.
He's humanoid, like I said. He could be human or elf. His ears seem somewhat pointed, but it's a little hard to tell if they were pointed at birth or if he has received some sort of injuries that made his ears look this way. He is scarred. In other ways, his skin is sallow and pale. He looks a bit sickly almost. And his eyes have an eerie glow to them.
Eerie glow. Is that familiar?
You can roll History and Arcana, but off the top of my head, without the roll, nothing comes to my mind.
23 history.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your childhood, Vendar. Maybe before or even during your training from your father. Would you have been interested, or would your mother have been telling you stories, or would you have been reading, stories like kids' stories?
That would make sense, especially when I was younger, that my mother would have read to me and stuff before my father got all possessive and turned me into an assassin.
Mm-hmm. And would you say that young Vendar would have liked stories about, imaginary friends, fey creatures, these, more fantastical things from the perspective of a denizen of the material plane, or would he be interested in stories of heroes fighting monsters?
I think he would be interested in magical creatures and stuff.
Okay. Then, there are creatures among the Fae that have been described as having auras like his, having these glowing eyes, but he looks altogether too humanoid, too man-shaped, to really fit any of those fantastical creatures. You can think back to your time witnessing Zentharamil during that short period when he traveled with the group, and that much more fits young Vendar's imaginings of a Fae. This guy doesn't feel Fae to you.
Okay.
But you're not certain, unfortunately, what he is.
He did say he came to the FeyWild to get away from people like us.
He did say that, it's true. So, what actions, if any, would you like to take?
I guess I'll dodge. I'll take the dodge action, just to try to avoid him if he attacks me again. And I'll try to talk to him.
Okay. So he sees you, stand up, draw your weapon, and then take up this dancing kind of drifting posture, attempting to make yourself light and able to react to anything he might do. And you notice those glowing eyes watching you. He says, "Oh, I see. You want to defend yourself from my ass-whooping, huh? Well, in that case..." And he literally cups his hands around his mouth and leans back so that he's facing the ceiling and shouts, "Havoc!" And as his voice echoes through the stone hall, you begin to hear the barking of dogs.
Hey,
And what was it he shouted?
Havoc.
Huh.
Is that the end of your turn, then?
can I speak any?
You may. You may.
Hey. Dude, I don't want to fight you. We don't want to fight you. We don't even know how we got here.
You got here
Calm
by
down.
coming through my wall, and now you're gonna fight.
You sure you want that?
He
I generally kill those I fight.
He sneers at you. It's been a while since I've had fun. Jebel, your turn.
I suppose I stand up.
Yes, you stand up.
This guy.
Oh yeah. Where is the barking coming from?
It seems to be coming from all around this room. Like, from the corners and echoing off the stone.
Alright, I guess I'll dodge too and turn to the guy and go, do you mind just telling us who you are?
He, like, as he, you know, leans back forward from his cry, he looks at you with a quirked eyebrow and says, I just told you, I'm Brendan, and you're in my home! So now we
I
fight!
mentioned a bit more than that.
I'll make it very simple for you. He said my house is in the way. It's not going anywhere unless you beat me.
Okay, I guess. I think that's the end of my turn.
Oh, okay. You end your turn. Nobody wants to fight him.
Well, I was dodging.
Oh, you're taking dodge. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, which of you has a fun item in your hand? Cyrus does.
I mean, I would have. Yeah, I suppose I would have the sword in my hand when going through a strange barrier.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
you've got your glowing sword in your hand. As you end your turn, Jebel, let's see. He's going to reel his hand back and then thrust it forward, and you see his arm stretch comically as he reaches out and grabs the blade of the sword in your hand. You need to make a strength saving throw.
Did you just say
Alright.
Jibble? You do get +3, remember.
Good thing, too.
What was that, Jebel?
I thought he said my name. Oh, he said after you turned, dude.
Yes, I
Oh.
said after Jebel's turn ended.
Alright, pretty sure that's a fail. 10?
10. Okay. There's this moment where you're kind of wrestling over the sword, and then he pulls it free of your hand and goes, yoink! And now he is holding your sword.
Does he actually say yoink when he
He,
pulls
he
it
does,
out?
in fact, shout the word yoink as he takes it from you.
I would want nothing less.
here. Alright, so after... Too many windows again. Forgot how hard this was. After Jebel, it becomes this guy. Oh, I can rename him. He's Brendan. I named him this guy.
Something happened before that, though?
Yes. Sort of. I was just making sure that, that was over. I was doing his other things. So, now the barking resolves. These, 4 dogs appear as if out of nowhere in the room, and then this one pug, the 4 dogs, one of which is a pug. The pug waddles out of the door and snorts its way over. And they are going to move and attack. Boop. This one will attack the downed Yukikaze with advantage. I need this window. So many windows! You. So.
Oh, cute doggos.
You doggos until they bite. And attempt to bite him, scoring a 23 to hit.
Alpha is unmuted.
Yeah.
Nope.
23. Does a 23 hit Yukikaze?
No, it does not.
Wow. Okay. This thing, its teeth
that
crunch down
armor
and glance off your armor. The next one will move in 5, 10, 15, 25, and go for the unarmed Cyrus, scoring a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, please take 4 points of double checking if it's magical or non-magical. Non-magical piercing damage.
Alright, I take 4 points of non-magical piercing damage.
This one moves forward and is going to bite at Laramandus.
That's just rude.
Yeah, after you've been kicked all this time.
Yep. Oh, and you were right about one other thing, Sam. I only just realized. That is a 22, Laramandus.
Okay. That's gonna hit no matter what. But I did mean to ask. I had cast Mage Armor when we were starting off our travel.
Uh-huh.
And I think that you had said it was getting close to 8 hours.
It had
of
been 8
time
hours and
for-
you were aware.
Okay.
And then the party piled out and went through the barrier, so it seems prudent that you would have recast it once you knew it was over.
So if I was aware that it was over,
Mhm.
could I have recast it before walking
Yes.
here? Okay. Cool. So I will mark that spell slot as spent.
Because as I said, I did tell you last week, or the week before, that your character was aware that 8 hours had passed, because you are always aware of how much time is passing. It just, because of your role, you realized it didn't. Yes, so as I told you 2 weeks ago, your character, because of your innate knowledge of how much time is passing, you knew that it had been 8 hours since you started going. It was just, because of your role, you felt like that was weird.
Yeah. Cool. So a 22 will hit, because even with shield, it would, so I'm not going to cast shield.
Okay, so 4 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And then the beautiful, amazing pug is going to heavy breathe its way over to Jebel and look up into his eyes that are not that high above its own, as it just has this big, dopey pug smile on its face.
It grunts and makes grunt noises.
It makes grunty noises for a moment, and you feel like you're sharing this connection for a moment, and then it opens its mouth, leans forward and bites your leg. Scoring.
It's okay, sweet boy.
Scoring a 13.
I believe that's a miss.
He didn't try very hard, apparently. He felt the connection between you and couldn't do it.
The entire fight, Tubble's just petting the pug.
Alright, so, yes, I did miss one thing. I guess I'll just go in order. The walls around you suddenly hum for a moment, and you hear a somewhat feminine voice saying in a monotone, "A narrative profanity filter has been activated, Master." And you see Brendan, the red-haired man ahead of you, kind of look up at the ceiling a moment with a confused expression on his face before he says, "Not now, honey! Can't you see I'm kicking these guys' ash?" You become aware that he did attempt to use a curse word, and it was replaced. If any of you utters a phrase with a swear in it, you will be expected to replace it with an appropriately funny word.
Interesting.
Mendes doesn't curse much.
There are other people in your party. Alright. And so...
Blair Mendes just hasn't stubbed his toe hard enough.
Indeed. Let's see. Yes. He's going to step forward towards you, Lara Mendes, looking down upon you. Says, "It doesn't look like you're doing too well. I always find that things work better when I hit them." And he's going to attack you by kicking you again.
It's just rude.
It is, especially because you were prone, so he got advantage, and he crit.
That's extremely rude.
He kicked you in the teeth.
So you're going to receive 48 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, damn, that's a kick.
My shield
why
shatters.
Kick you in the face with a steel-toed boot.
However, you do gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the end of Brendan's next turn.
So I guess upon being kicked in the face.
Yes.
What the fork was that?
My mother called it percussive maintenance. And that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
Which brings us to Tatsuya.
Yes. Hold on. Okay. Tatsuya's going to get up.
Okay, Tatsuya gets up.
Althea is not particularly
And
well positioned.
like, so this is a very good position for him. Like, it's just back up against the wall, so he's basically surrounded by everyone.
Yeah, your back is up against a wooden door, a big wooden door, and you are surrounded by everyone.
Can you occupy the same square as a prone ally?
You generally can't end your turn there. In 4th edition, you absolutely could. I'm just going to make it so that crossing the square of a prone ally does not count as difficult terrain like it does when they're standing.
Okay.
Okay, so
That seems like a good middle ground to me.
I have 15 feet of movement. Which means... Okay. I think I'm just gonna have to go around the side then. And Tatsuya is going to, I guess, go cross over Leah.
Okay.
So that he's by the dog at the bottom.
Yep. You can move further without provoking attack of opportunity if you wish.
No, he's going to stay there.
Okay.
Because he is going to try to protect his prone niece.
Okay. And just so that people are aware, Tatsuya's aura is now here.
Yes. Bendar, Cyrus, and Jebel won't get it.
Right. Alright, so you move there. Your aura goes with you. One more time on what you're doing.
He's going to attack the dog.
Attack dog. Okay. Roll to attack the dog.
Before I do, I am going to use Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
And take a -5 penalty to add 10 to the roll if or damage roll if I
yeah.
am successful.
Yep. Go for it.
That is a 18.
With the -5?
Yes, because I still add my +4, right?
Yeah, you still get your +4. It's
so
just you get a -5 on top of that.
Just
So you just
-1.
-1, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay,
very nice
so
roll. Very, very nice roll. Okay, you hit this dog that was just chewing on...
Oh, wait. What? Sorry, that was actually, that should have been a 22, or a 23, actually, because I got a 19, and it's actually +9 for the hit.
+4 sounded low, but I wasn't going to question it.
Yes. So, okay. So, yeah. So, 23.
Okay. 23, because 19 +4. Alright. Yeah, you very, very much hit this thing.
Okay. And just like Raiken, when he hits, he also gets a 1d8 for smite.
Yep. Does he have a catchphrase, Tatsuya? Is he the inspiration for Raiken's catchphrase?
Oh no, I haven't thought of a catchphrase.
Smiting dogs. This is how we lose followers.
She's not wrong.
Okay. Oh, they're 2d. Oh, he gets. I get 1d8, but then I get 2d6s. Yeah. I'm sorry, Tatsuya's all new to me, so. Okay.
He's a whole different dragon.
Is this the first combat?
He's not going to add anything else. I'll have to work on his catchphrase. He's not going to say anything right now.
Okay.
Bad dog.
Ugh, he did not have a good roll. So he did 9 points. Well, okay, this is before the extra 10. Do you want me to just add the extra 10 onto the normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Then 19 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Excellent. That's really good. Yeah, great weapon master.
3 points of rate.
So, if I'm getting this right, you did 22 points of damage.
Yes.
I could just kill a dog.
You murder this dog!
You just chop that dog in half. Poor thing.
It's not so much chopped as it is mushed. It's a giant hammer.
No, it's a hammer, and you broke that thing's spine. That poor thing.
You
broke it in half.
You dealt exactly all of its HP.
So, because of that,
Yep.
do I also then get to activate Great Weapon Master again of its other ability,
Or
where
cleave.
I mean, it doesn't call it cleave, but it says when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 HP, you can make one melee weapon attack as a bonus action. So I essentially get 2 more attacks again.
Yeah, that's... Just so you know, that is cleave. Like, that has always been the rule of cleave.
It just didn't say it as
I know.
cleave. So.
They didn't name it that, but that was what cleave looked like. Yeah, I mean, you still have more movement, so you may move and attack, and you still get a bonus action attack because of cleave. So, you moved 10 feet to get here. Where would you like to go now?
He's gonna move over the dog.
You stand over the body of your defeated foe as it bleeds on the ground, and you may swing your hammer at the next one.
I feel like you'd like croquet malleted that dog, and then just took a step and then swung the hammer down at the next one.
This is a horrible, horrible imagery, Sam, but I can't help but think that it's probably accurate.
And I'm going to do the same thing with the -5 penalty.
Okay. Murder some dogs.
This time's not going to be as good.
Okay.
That's only going to be a 10.
Yeah, you're
With
right.
a +4, you only rolled a 6.
Yep.
10 will in fact miss.
Alright, well, he gets another attack, so he's doing it again.
And now, is this your bonus action attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out if you were out of attack action attacks.
Yeah, I think I would have done my 2 normal attacks and then did my bonus after that. Ah, damn it! He missed again. I was going to do Great Armor Mastery, so I missed it again. Yeah, I did worse. Had such high hopes for it.
You just see Brendan looking over like aghast. He says, "My dog of war, you shiphead!" Is that the end of your turn?
I think he's going to quip that, well, it was a real son of a snitch. And that will be his end.
Alright, gotta look here. Alright. He's just going to he's gonna grouse at you for a moment before he literally, like, looks back over his shoulder, you know, heaves back, and goes, yeet! And throws, the sword that he was holding, such that it is sticking out of the wall over here, out of this wooden door.
Yeeted the sword.
It was
He
Yote.
says yeet.
Yes, he shouts the word yeet as he flings the glowing sword across the room, and it's stuck in that door over there.
He's a Gen Z.
So far away.
You sound disappointed, Leah.
I'm not disappointed, more like surprised. I'm trying to wrap my head around where we are and who's this guy is.
It's Brendan.
He's Brendan. He told you that.
And in the FeyWild. I mean...
Alright, Leah, it is your turn. You are prone.
Yes. Do I see any, like, high ground? And the places where it looks like I can end up and the dogs cannot reach?
Potentially, With a good acrobatics roll, I assume you're going to teleport.
That was the idea, yes.
Yeah. There is this fireplace over here that you could perch up on, but you need a good acrobatics roll to stand up there. There's not a lot of room. They might not be able to get up there. But other than that, from where you are, the area looks pretty flat. Pretty flat.
Can you put a cursor to where that fireplace is?
Can you see my blue box?
I can see the general.
I can.
There is no blue box yet. Now it is. I'm a bit behind you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's
Let me
far enough
just-
away.
Let's see. Yeah, it's about 45 feet away.
I can use Dimension Door while prone, right?
Yes, you can. I will warn you that you've noticed that when people are talking around you, they're not using the words you expect them to use.
With the profanity filter?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't cuss when I use spells.
I'm just putting the warning out there. So, are you going to cast
Yeah.
the spell?
Yes, I am. But
Does
here's the
Dimension
thing.
Door have a verbal component?
yeah, it's only verbal.
Okay. Here's what thing? What's the thing?
As I am about to use it,
Mhm.
I sneeze
Okay.
and miscalculate my location. So, pick a spot like within 3x3 cube of the fireplace, and just put me there.
Okay. I shall
Put
do
it on
that.
the mantle
But I need
in
you
the
to roll me.
fireplace.
I need you to roll me a D100.
Okay.
What is the result of your D100 roll?
29.
29. Okay.
This is a 9. Where's this a 6? Hold on. I have to figure out the die.
Mm.
Nine and a 6 looks so much alike.
It's okay. Whichever one it is, the result is the same.
Okay.
You feel the house, the area, the air, pressing in on you as you speak the words of the spell, attempting to change them as they leave your mouth. But you do manage to say the spell correctly.
Okay. It wasn't 9, by the way. I had to look at the numbers next to it to figure
Okay.
it out.
Let's see. State is no longer prone. You find yourself on green grass, or bluish grass. It is raining on you. You are no longer inside the building.
Yeah, I missed entirely.
There is a door to your south, however, that you can see.
Welp.
It just vanished.
Sneeze was a problem.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dry my eyes and nose a bit and just wait out my turn out here.
Oh, okay, you're not gonna... Because you do still have movement.
Yeah, but I purposely decided not to use it.
Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, is she wearing any makeup?
Let me think. No.
No? Okay.
She didn't take time on doing it at the morning at the Mendez's.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, you know, she stayed up trying to dream
Yeah,
to
that's true.
Raiken, you know, and then she just went straight to the...
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just checking. Alright, so, yeah, you're out here. It's raining on you. Gotta check the initiative. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We'll skip this one. Lair, it's your turn.
I would love to be able to Misty Step.
Does it
But
have verbal components?
It is only verbal components. And I imagine between Leah just casting her spell and things seemed a little odd, and the fact that
She sneezed.
I experienced.
I mean,
true.
you witnessed her sneeze during casting of the spell, and she then disappeared. You don't know what she intended to do with the spell. For all you know, this could be exactly what she wanted. Remember that you don't have telepathy up, so you can't check. But as I warned her, I warned you, as your character can put 2 and 2 together, that because people's words are being changed, you feel like there's a chance that the spells might fail.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just... I'm going to... That's a lot of attacks of opportunity, though. I think I'm gonna risk it.
You're risking it for the biscuit. Is it a dog biscuit, though?
I mean, hopefully not. I'm going to cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And I will roll you a D100.
Roll me, Faye. Roll for me.
That is a 75.
A 75. Look at this man over here with his spell. You speak the words of the spell, and you find that they change as they leave your mouth.
Appropriate one for shit that isn't ship, since ship was already used.
Shirt.
I suppose. I think he's just gonna say, "Ah, heck," and just look up at Brendan and stand, dust himself off a bit.
Shit.
I think I'm going to. Do I want to cast Chill Touch at him? Which, if it succeeds in the casting, I'm just not at advantage or disadvantage. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cast another spell. Well, I'm going to cast a cantrip.
You're going to cast a cantrip, okay. Those have verbal components?
It's a 71, and yes, it does have verbal components.
You fail again. That narrative profanity filter, man. You're like little sparkles come out the end of your wand with a fart noise.
I don't use a wand.
What do you? Oh, just your book? Just your hand?
I have a spellcasting pouch.
Oh, okay. So you take
the hands mostly. Although this spell is just verbal and somatic components, so yeah, there's just a I snap, and instead of the snap sound, it's just a fart.
You see him kind of scratching the side of his nose as he looks over at you. He says, "Are those sparkles coming out of your fingertips there?"
I wish. I am standing.
You are, yes.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. He animatedly puts his hands together and cracks his knuckles right in front of your face. He says, "I think it's time to scramble the fairies." And you hear that feminine voice from the house again saying, "There are no fairies here, sir." He's like, "I want to scramble the fairies!" And as he shouts this, you feel your stomachs lurch. Alright, so you all feel your stomachs lurch as you suddenly change places.
Change places.
So, Sam, there, you're being rained on now. You're outside.
Oh no.
Leah, you're right back where you started.
Oh no.
Except, worse.
Slightly. Let me get rid of this box for the aura real quick. And then put up a new one, because it moved over here now. Boom, there's the new aura. Okay. That's 2. And it becomes Yukikaze's turn. Yukikaze, you had this dog trying to bite you, just like gnawing on your armor, and then all of a sudden, poof! You're over here and there's a different dog slobbering over you, and a pug breathing really heavily and uncomfortably next to it. But you're still laying on the ground. It's still all very confusing.
And I'm seeing sparkly. I saw sparkly stuff come on Laraman's hands. Laraman's gone.
Laraman's is gone.
Leah's back here, or here. And people are saying silly words?
Yeah, whenever they would normally, say, like, shoot. And fork. And mother trucker.
Then I heard him talk to this guy. Sorry.
Yep, so you're here in the middle now, kinda. Not as middle as Leah, but
So, obviously I gotta stand up. Someone stand up.
Alright, please stand up. You are standing. You have 15 feet of movement. What would you like to do with it? And
How big is that dog?
That dog is a medium, so it's pretty big. It's like the size of a husky or a mastiff.
How far is the reach of the pug away from me?
Right next to you. Like, you're both in melee range of each other. You are in melee range of all 3 of these creatures. Both dogs and Brendan.
Would I be allowed to pick up the dog?
You can make a grapple attack at the dog and try and grab it.
I did see. Sorry. I actually gotta re-visualize. What happened to the dog that was hit by Tatsuya?
It got. He swung his hammer at it and it kind of exploded.
Like, was it very. Because there's no profanity, was it very bloody and very horrible?
It's literally all over the walls and floor.
It was not pleasant.
Profanity doesn't stop at gore.
Yeah.
No.
What would you like to do?
For the sake of the silliness that's going on, I'm gonna do it. Sorry, I was trying to think of what processing all this nonsense is making me a little slow. So I'm going to try to grapple the pug.
Okay, you try to grapple the pug. Please make either an athletic... No, you must make an athletics check. It gets to oppose you with either athletics or acrobatics.
Alright. Oh god.
Gonna give you like a 6 pounds of terror growl.
I got... That ones don't affect anything anymore. Right?
No, you just count it as 1 plus whatever your athletics multiplier is.
So 11.
Score.
11 was my score.
Alright, it has to do acrobatics or athletics. Its acrobatics would be +3, its athletics would only be +1. So acrobatics, 9 is still lower than 11, so you manage to grab up this pug.
Alright.
You have the pug, it's in your hands.
I'm gonna attack the gentleman with the pug and say slobbery dog attack.
You're going to swing the dog at him?
Not like And like more like shove him in his face.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you're just gonna hold him up so the pug's.
into his...
You're just holding him up so the pug's face is in his face.
Yep, and drooling all over him.
Okay. Please make an improvised weapon attack. So roll a d20 plus your strength modifier. No proficiency bonus.
You said plus my strength?
Yeah.
23.
23. I gotta go to the right thing. This. Where is your AC? Okay. That hits. Please roll me a d20.
Okay. $19.
Wow. Okay. He takes 19 points of psychic damage.
Oh my.
Very well done. As you attack him with his own dog.
Never saw it coming.
And I'm just gonna sit there and hold it in his face and end my turn.
Okay.
I don't know, because it's a unique thing, so it's not like normal. It's not like I can do it 3 times. So, that's it.
Okay. I understand. Still not bad for making only a single attack. Cyrus. You're prone. A pug that was looming over you was just picked up and shoved in the face of Brendan.
I'm both prone and questioning my own sanity.
That seems accurate.
From anything that I read in the libraries, could these be effects of the FeyWild?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not going to try and disbelieve it like it's an illusion, even though that might be a reasonable course of action.
The things going on here could very well be the result of spending time in the FeyWild.
Do I have any reason to believe that the weirdness going on would apply to people other than Brendan?
You mean the ability to do strange things?
Kind of.
You don't have any reason to believe that at this time. But you can test this theory if you want to try to believe it.
I think I do, because there's so much insanity going on right now, I don't see what else could go wrong.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm thinking.
Okay. You want to stand up while you think.
Yeah, I would definitely want to stand up.
You are no longer prone.
So yeah, I'm gonna try something wacky here, because the guy, like, did he seem to be hurt by the fact that you constantly just shoved a dog at him?
He seems incredibly confused, and that confusion seems to be stopping him from doing anything for the moment.
Okay.
He hurt himself by his own confusion.
I guess I'm gonna try and, like, suck in a bunch of air and then blow out, see if I can, like, either land a loogie on him for something realistic, but hope it, like, I don't know, comes out as a larger gust of wind or fire or something.
Okay, so you're going to suck in air, puff out your cheeks, and worst case scenario, blow a loogie at him, but you're imagining that you can just blow him off his feet with the big bad wolf blow.
Yeah, or fire or something.
Okay.
Like one of those 3.
Okay. Improvised ranged attack, so dexterity.
Okay. May I use a mulligan? Because I'd like for this to have a high roll just in case. 'Cause I think it'd be funny.
I mean, if you've got the points, buy them all again.
I'm gonna buy a mulligan. Okay, that's a 12 for dexterity and d20 with no proficiency.
Okay. So he's got this pug literally like latched onto him, like being held up by the Dragonborn that's just licking his face, and he's, you know, got his hands up like, come on, stop, no, stop, and like right as you and spit this loogie at him, hoping that you're going to breathe fire at him, you do find it is just a loogie. It flies at him, and he manages to push the dog back, you know, get its tongue is still going, you know, in midair at him, just enough, and you see literally like his eye just like locks onto you momentarily, and he matrix dives backward, and the thing passes straight over him.
It was worth a try. I had to find out.
No fire, no big bad wolf gust, and this dude was ready somehow.
And where does my sword happen to be located? It was lodged in a wall somewhere.
Yes,
You can see it's that little...
the little yellow cross up at the
on
top
yeah.
of the screen.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, presuming that takes my action, I'm going to just step one to the right, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Very good, sir. Let's see here. What am I looking for? This. Right. Let's see. This. That. Four things started, I believe? Yes. That was his first. It was here. Here. Nothing. Right. Okay. Yeah, one left. And I think he will use it now. Alright. How would you say you currently attack things, Cyrus?
I suppose I could have drawn my dagger, but I didn't declare that.
So if something were
Well,
in front
actually, I would have drawn my other focus so that I could cast spells with material components. That would make sense. So I guess I would punch things if they were provoking attacks of opportunity.
you would punch things. Okay.
If it's an attack of opportunity, otherwise it would be a spell.
So it would be a spell.
Yes.
Alright. He's going to... You feel yourself, like, as you're sidling out to get ready to make a dash for your sword. Holding the... I imagine it's the dragon... Is that what it was? The old focus?
No, it's just my regular crystal. Dragon Papa still has the other one.
Right, you gave that to him. Okay, so you're holding this crystal, you're sidling out, and all of a sudden you feel this compelling force. And you find yourself turning to face Brendan, and he turns to face you. And you almost feel like you look down and can see your feet sliding and not actually stepping as you go into this wide horse-riding stance. And Brendan drops his hands down next to his hips and wiggles his fingers. He says, "I see you, partner. Draw!"
Alright. So I assume I make an attack roll?
You are going to make a dexterity ability check.
Dexterity ability check, okay. 13.
He got a 10, so you beat him. You may cast a cantrip at him for free.
Okay. May I subtle cast it?
You may.
All right, so I will
Spend the point.
Subtle.
Right? It's always a point. It's a number of points based on spell level, so cantrips should still be a point, minimum 0.
Subtle's always 1 point regardless of.
Oh, it's always 1 point. Okay, so yeah, spend the point. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, let me go make sure that I'm done first. Point is spent. Okay. Let's see. So, I assume I'm still going to be at disadvantage because I have an enemy next to me and I'm attacking at range.
Yeah.
Alright. If I had the one that lets me use touch attacks at range of 25 feet, I'd do that, but I don't have that. So, due to lucky, I got an 11 and a 10, so let's see, 10 plus 17 to hit.
17 to hit. It's going to be just too low.
Yep, I'm assuming the bonus is gone with the sword of being over there stuck in the wood.
Oh, yeah, no, you're casting without that focus.
Yep. Just
you're still attuned to it, but it has to be in your hand for you to benefit from it.
Yep, that's why it's 17 and not 19.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so you shoot, and he, dodges it. He just points at you and says, "Good shot, partner. But not quick enough."
No, that's my saving throw would be 17. It's actually 19. Sorry.
Okay, 19 is still too low.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I
That's
was a little off my rocker there.
This is a weird fight, and we're gonna stumble our way through it.
Yes, I feel like we're fighting either the Mask, Deadpool, or Sheogorath.
It's like we ran into Q.
Kinda. I mean, I definitely wrote this fight in a fever dream.
Or Bill Cipher.
Yeah.
That too. That would also work.
Alright, so after Cyrus, we go back to the top, and it's Vendar's turn. Vendar, you are adjacent to a dog, and standing over a dead, splattered dog.
I'm gonna go ahead and disengage and walk behind Jubble.
Alrighty. You walk 1 northwest.
And then I'll shoot Brendan.
Shoot Brendan. Roll to shoot.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Alright, and since there's an adjacent friend, I get sneak attack.
Nice.
That's 9d6. I'm not gonna use poison though. Oh wait. I have to deactivate if I don't want to use it, and that takes a bonus action. So I guess I am using poison.
Okay.
Since it would be active, and
This poor man.
I warned him.
It's true. You did warn him.
So this is a poison lightning arrow bolt coming at him.
Yes. Yeah, DC 19 con save.
Okay. He makes it.
Okay, so let me take half poison. It's a lot higher. It's 43 lightning damage.
How much of that was the sneak attack?
I guess
Take off one of the D6s, right?
yeah, so
Just pick one arbitrarily.
37.
37. Okay. 43, 6. 37, 36, 18. 18, 24.
And it rounds down half, so it's 47 total poison.
Okay.
And so he takes half that.
You see this lightning bolt zip over Leah's shoulder and strike Brendan in the chest, and he flings his arms out dramatically, or hitting him in the back, actually, since he was just facing, dramatically, I should say, not, there's no facing, but dramatically, you hit him in the back, and he throws his arms out, and he goes, "Ah, you got me!" But you don't notice any effect of the poison. He, seems to, reach back trying to find an arrow to pull out, and then he, spreads the cloak out and finds, this singed hole in it. Says, "You asshole!"
Hey, I warned you, shit bag. Ship bag.
Shirt bag?
Sure.
Ship bag. Ship bag with a P. It was my good cloak! Alright, so he took a bunch of damage from that, though clearly less than you thought. In fact, what you notice as he does this is that your sneak attack seemed to be less effective than you expected it to be. You clearly still did a little extra damage for finding a bit of a sweeter spot, but that sweeter spot was nowhere near as sweet as you're used to it being. There's something odd about this man's body.
I don't like this guy.
Let's see. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No.
Okay. Because I believe you still have movement if you wanted to go somewhere farther away.
I do still have some movement, but I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That's totally fine. Jebel! Vendar went and hid behind you for this.
Somehow.
Well, I stood behind. I placed you in between me and the big dog that was threatening to bite me.
Fair enough. He stepped behind you and shot over you.
And it's like, there, he's a much better chew toy than I am.
What will you do, Jebel?
Alright, that's me. Wow. He's the guy with the purple hair? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
So I will just look around and just ask. So, remind, the purple thing, was that a dome covering the entire area?
It went up into the trees. The area was thickly forested, so it could have. I'm going to say it could have been, but it was not something that you could easily tell from being near it.
So what's the deal with the purple wall? We've seen something like that before.
That demarks the edge of my home, and you came in anyway, interlopers.
Yeah, no, it's the last person we saw that it had that was less than pleasant.
I think you'll find me also less than pleasant.
Are you also a lich?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, there's a difference right there.
Did I pull the puggle back, or do I still have it shoved in his face?
I mean, he's pushed it away enough that it's, like, not able to lick him anymore, but I imagine you are still holding it out.
Oh, I am.
And threatening him with it. Alright, what actions will you take, Jebel, or do you wish to continue speaking to him as you seem to be able to?
So, how do we get to leave?
I told you that! You've got to beat me. You've got to fight for your right to leave!
You gotta fight for your right to leave.
Let me see.
Leave is a 2-syllable word now.
Oh wait, shit.
Oh.
When I told you the sneak attack, I kept the +5 from my damage because it's 1d6 +5.
Oh, right, so that should have been 11 out of the 43, so it should have been
Yeah, so
32. So 16 plus 11 is 27. Okay. You did a little bit more damage.
What's he wearing? Oh, leather armor, you said. Okay.
Yeah. Did like 3 more points of damage by that calculation. What's he wearing? He's wearing like this leather outfit that looks like it was designed to seem menacing. Like he's trying to look like a bad guy. Like it's all like dark leathers with straps and like these shoulder epaulets that are like spiky. And he's got this red and black cape draped over the whole thing. But then he's just like this super pale guy with red hair and green eyes.
I was fully expecting it to be the Gimp.
No, not that.
It's not that much leather.
This is like Western fantasy edgelord. Not Western fantasy dominatrix. So what are you doing, Jebel?
I'm going to... So you want us to just properly fight you?
He like kind of almost turns halfway around, like looking around the room. Turns the other way, then looks back at you, like kind of leaning in a little bit and twisting his head and goes, Was that not clear?
The pug shrugs.
Shrug. And I'm going to try and cast Polymorph.
Okay. On him?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the save?
Well, it's verbal, so...
You're right, so you're gonna have to roll a D100.
I think that's a 35.
Okay. He like, as you cast it forward, he like puts his hands up a bit defensively, and you see this aura of magic around him starting to like stretch and change his appearance a little, like it's gonna turn him into something, and then it just sort of wibble wobbles out. As you notice that you can't get the right words out to shape the spell.
That is really inconvenient.
I know, right? I told her not to activate that one.
And you tell her to turn it off?
I want to say bad words, dang it!
I would like to shout, "House disable profanity filter," just in case.
Do you do anything else on your turn, Jibble?
Is it a... I'm just curious about how old this guy actually is.
He seems like he's
I
maybe...
guess that he seems to be, like he might look to be a certain age.
Sure.
Or what would it...
Well, we also couldn't even tell if he was human or an elf. It'd be very different based on what the answer to that is.
No, but I mean, like, based on behavior. Would I have enough, like, experience with people to kind of gauge, like, he might look older than he actually is?
Given the amount of power he clearly has to be in this place, to be doing the things he seems to be doing, it's really hard to tell. He could be younger than he appears, he could be older than he appears, he could be some aberration, you know, like the mind flayers that you fought before, for all you know.
Hmm.
Maybe he's a Fey. He was
I mean,
in the FeyWild.
I don't
But
want to. I don't want to tell your character what you're feeling, but like you're almost. I would think in your shoes that I would be starting to think back to that room in the Lich's dungeon where you had to fight the party and got killed by them. Like everything just seems so disjointed from reality as you know it. Is that all right for me to say?
I don't really remember that, so I'm going to have to say, yeah, I guess.
Okay, like I said, I don't want to be telling you how you feel. I just thought if I reminded you of that, you might think so too.
All I remember...
We waited so long.
Because then you guys were like, we couldn't get a session together for like two following weeks, and nobody knew if they were dead or not, or what was going on.
Yeah. So the ones that turned on them, we knew about that because you told us.
Yeah.
In secret beforehand.
Yeah.
And then it was like weeks before we finally ran into that room.
It was. It took you guys 6 months to go through that dungeon. All right, so
it took a long time.
The room where we quote unquote died.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the room with the were the reflections that came to life.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. I forgot about the other one.
So you tried to polymorph. The spell failed because of that narrative profanity filter. Cyrus shouted at the ceiling. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
No, can't think of anything else to do.
Okay, so your turn ends. The walls hum once again, and you hear the feminine voice say, "Narrative profanity filter disengaged, master."
Oh man.
This nail is sticking out. I will hammer it down, master. Is anybody still at full health right now?
Oh no, because we all took damage when we were unconscious and he was kicking us.
It's true.
Yeah.
So, if you could give me a percentage of your HP, what are you at, Bendar?
Like 98.
98.
I'm 110 out of 118.
Okay. The next one I'm curious about would be Tatsuya.
I'm at like 97%.
97%. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did the math.
Okay. I guess I should do the math. 110 out of 118 is actually 93%, so you are doing better than Vendar. Alright.
Well, I'm only doing better because I had the heavy armor master, so I
Right.
didn't take 3 extra points of damage.
Yeah, you also have more health than me. So.
That too. So, Yukikaze, what's your HP, current and maximum?
Current is 130, or current is 122. Max is 130.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at
He's at 94.
143 and 148.
I don't think anybody's going to be doing better than that.
Yeah, I'm at 93.
87% rounded up.
So what does Tatsuya get?
Tatsuya? No, that was Yukikaze's the highest.
Oh, Yukikaze. Highest. What is his?
You heard the room say that nail's sticking out. I will hammer it down, Master.
What's his percentage?
His percentage was 94.
Yeah, mine's 97.
Oh, 97. Sorry. God.
Yeah.
I was thinking of 93. I had 93 on
I'm
that.
at 143. Yeah, I'm at 143 of 148.
Okay. I'm sorry. So Tatsuya, you suddenly see a it looks like an ethereal hammer appears above you and swings straight down at you. You will receive 25 points of magical bludgeoning damage. And the hammer disappears.
Yikes. 25 points.
Magical bludgeoning damage. And then it becomes Brendan's turn again.
And that wasn't a spell, right?
That was not a spell.
Did a magical effect?
It was a magical effect.
It only it would essentially just be a yes or no. If it's not a spell, then
Yeah.
nothing changes.
Okay, so his turn. You're there. What's he got? Oh. Yeah, that could be a fun one. He's going to back up a few paces. The people next to him are Yukikaze, who's holding a dog, Leah, and Jebel. Does any of you do anything as he backs up a few paces?
Do I get a drool of opportunity?
Yeah.
Rule of opportunity.
As he backs up, you toss the dog at him. See if he catches it.
Way to steal my thunder.
And rightness.
Alright, so you're going to roll without your proficiency bonus. Strength without proficiency against him. Malachi.
I think the pug's gonna land on the ground. I got a 15.
Okay. Do you shove it forward, you miss. Are you going to allow it to drop?
No, because it's pretty high. Well, they did try to. Well, the other one tried to bite me. Yeah, I'm gonna drop him. And I'll, like drop him, like kind of like. No.
It just chuffs at you as it hits the ground. Leah, are you going to try to attack Brendan as he slips away? Leah? Might be muted. Okay. Jebel, are you going to try to attack Brendan as he slips away?
Yeah.
Alright. Are you going to make a melee attack then?
Yeah.
Okay. Swing it.
That's a 10.
A 10. Will not hit. I'm sorry. I'll give Leah one more chance. Leah! Okay. He's going to move back into this position, and he's going to point at Vendar with a glint in his lightly glowing eyes and say, "You get a spell!"
No, thank you.
Does a... what's his spell stuff? I wrote it here. You get a spell. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. A bolt of fire shoots forth from his hand, and you take 7 points of fire damage.
7 points.
Except it's halved.
Except it's halved. So 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Thanks to Tatsuya's aura of warding.
Oh, wait, so could I use Uncanny Dodge to have it again?
It's an attack that you can see coming, and you have a reaction available, right?
Yep.
Okay, you take 1 point.
1 point damage.
1
Alright.
point of fire damage. I hope that
Excuse me,
was
sir, I
worth
said
it.
No, thank you.
Goodness gracious. Why are you like this? Sorry, I have to pick a spell. Handbook. Where are
Book
the...
hand.
Book on hand. It's the book I have on hand. Spells.
Book of Hands.
You.
A book
Oh.
made out of hands.
Ugh, God, it might have been too. Okay. He's going to then point at Tatsuya and say, "You get a spell." And he's going to create this glimmering, colorful orb in his hand and throw it at you, which requires...
Sounds to me like he's just a sore loser.
Yes, it looks like it's the 2 hit. Does a 21 hit?
That will hit.
Okay. I didn't think it would.
Yeah, Tatsuya's no Raiken.
Yep.
I don't got that magic armor.
Then that is for 12, 14 points of thunder damage. Just choosing randomly out of this list.
That's before halves.
That's before it's halved, so 14 halves to 7.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. And when that one hits too, you see him like kind of like dancing on his toes and clapping his hands, giddily, like giggling. Everybody gets a spell.
There you go, Derek. Your question was answered.
Everyone, please receive 3 points of force damage. Obviously, Laramentis can't be targeted because you need line of effect.
I was just about to ask that.
And everyone is in the aura of Tatsuya, so everybody only receives 1 point of force damage. As he creates a magic missile and sends out all of these needles, one striking each of you.
Ow. It's like a splinter.
Man who took 2 points of damage this round.
How much damage did it take?
1 point of force damage.
Okay. I'm struggling to keep my eyes open, so I missed it.
Mm. Well, you're struggling, and Thomas has asked us to end early anyway, and we would be ending in half an hour normally. Are you still feeling like you need that, Thomas?
He just stepped away.
Unfortunate timing by me.
Oh.
But
I
like,
would guess by the end of the round, it's probably going to be
right, exactly.
close
So
to
I feel
10:30 anyway.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out if we want to go to the end of the round or just pick it up here next time.
Oh, start with Tatsuya next time.
I think that's a pretty okay way to do it.
Yeah, me too.
So, do the doggies need to at least do their bites?
Yeah, I'll do the dog bites.
Okay.
All right. So, Leah, dog bite for
Uh-oh.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, that'll be 4 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Yeah. And she's gonna use one of her trap cards. Let's see. I think I'm gonna use Misty Escape.
Okay.
Mm. It doesn't have any components. It just it's a response to. So it's
Being
just
hit. Yeah.
yeah.
Where would you like to be? You can be anywhere within 30. So
Back outside.
what?
Opposite direction.
Okay.
Outside.
Up like here.
I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Yep. Just so you know, Cyrus is up against a wall north of you. You guys are in a corner with this door.
Yeah, I just want to be on the other side of the door.
You want to be other side of the door?
Yeah.
Doesn't Misty Escape require you to be able to see the square you're going to?
I don't know. Hold on.
The door is closed.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah, so I have to see it. Okay, then there that you still have it left on.
Okay.
Oh no, now you moved. But yeah.
Well, I moved earlier. I've been sitting still for a while. So I'm just in a straight line currently, 30 diagonal north.
Towards the fireplace, right?
Yeah. Closer to the
that's
fireplace.
fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Poof. You go there and you become invisible.
Yeah.
Invisible.
That's enough to fool the pug, but the other dogs might sniff me out.
Dog is going to attack Jebel. 14 AC.
That's a miss.
Okay. And Dog is going to attack Cyrus. 10 AC.
Miss.
Okay. Dogs are done. Brendan is done. We'll start next time with Tatsuya.
Alright.
Woo!
Yeah. I should probably put my plan in chat so I don't forget it between weeks.
Sure. 3 weeks? What?
I said
between weeks. I'm like, we better not be off for 3 weeks. Nobody told me that.
Yeah. I technically should have family coming in on Tuesday. And it is when we're opening presents, but I'm going to see if I can work around that. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, I also have to work around on Tuesday. Think. Yeah, I think I can go. It's complicated because I have to go to my dad for Christmas, and I'm It's between the 21st or the 22nd at this point.
Yeah.
21st. So
We can. I wouldn't worry about it. We'll figure it out because I think everybody's schedule is going to be a little bit hectic over the next, as it always is. The next 3 weeks are going to be kind of up in the air, so we'll figure it out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
the holidays always means we miss some sessions.
Yeah, Christmas and New Year's always screw us up. I'm hoping that this is enough before Christmas that we can get this one in, and then just let the 2 between Christmas and New Year be the problem ones, and then we'll be okay again. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, so we have begun this odd fight against an otter man in the middle of the FeyWild behind a purple wall.
Weird.
And I don't think it's going to get any less odd from here on out.
Me either. I was intending to just embrace it and see if I could use it to my advantage.
I mean...
Yeah, you were able to control the thing. Maybe there's some command that we can do to help us.
Well, it's either that or it was coincidental. But, you know.
Worth a try, at least?
It was worth a try. I've absolutely tried to embrace the chaos.
I hope everybody's having fun. Like I said, I really spent some time writing up this fight to be a weird one, and I hope that it's weird in a fun way.
Yeah,
I've been
absolutely.
enjoying it. It's weird.
Yeah, I was hoping for my next turn to walk up to him, see if I could get a handshake out of him, and go for what's it called? Shocking grasp.
Joy buzzer?
Yeah, that basically, but with shocking grasp.
Alright. Well, for here, I will end the stream, and then we can chat and make sure that we all get on the same page for about when our next session will be. So, thanks for joining us, and it was weird. Bye.
Goodbye.
Ooh.